Hey guys, Czar here. Good morning to you. Hope all is well and trust you're having a good morning. It is 9:28 a.m. on Friday, November 8th. Happy Freaky Friday to you. Why don't we start with the daily frame here today, guys? As usual, we have very big daily bars, one, two, three, and now we have a resting candle. We did break the high marginally in the Asian session overnight. I'll show that to you in a moment. And we have an inside candle near the top of yesterday's range on the S&P. So a couple of resting candles here, marginal bearish bodies for now. Coming into the open, very extended here, of course, on the daily chart. Extended up this week, given the celebration of Trump winning the White House again. The market seems to clearly like that outcome, at least for now. We open up here in about 1 minute, guys. I'll be cutting out dead air, sideways grinding action, non-teaching moments. Keep this video nice and tight. This is my trading grid. There's that NASDAQ daily 1, 2, 3 big up candles, and then resting candle here this morning, having broken the high of yesterday right there, very, very marginally. See that little wick? That's all it was, and then failed right back in. Really grindy here, though, since the close of yesterday, all through Asia. Sideways grind. Drop down here in the UK session, pulling back, and now just kind of trying to get up here a little bit higher. Not really much to speak about this morning in terms of price action, just doing a bit of a grind show for us. I'll bring you back for the open, guys, and we will watch this together. All right, guys, we are open and pushing up here on the NASDAQ and the S&P for that matter. I will be patient here today, guys. 1 minute open range has been set. A lot of veteran traders and pro traders that I've known and do know will say that Fridays often feel like Mondays in many ways. Sometimes a little choppy, a little random. And I think it has to do with large institutions, foundations, endowments, pension funds, mutual funds, portfolio managers, hedge funds, positioning and repositioning going into the end of the week in an effort to potentially not hold over the weekend some positions because of the potential for any kind of international or news developments or macro developments. But that's neither here nor there. Inside the open range, dead center of that 1 minute open range here, guys. I'm going to drop down to the 30-second chart here for now. Nothing for me to do. Kind of a neutral stance here on the daily. Neutral grind here on the 30-minute, as you can see. Back to the two sisters. Inside the open range on the S&P and the NASDAQ. Above VWAP on the S&P and on VWAP, volume weighted average price, on the NASDAQ. No real direction here for me. Pushing up above here. Not touching this, guys. Just going to let this go for a bit. I have no problem missing a move, guys, as many of you know. I'm looking for the most certain trade. Whatever that might look like on a given day. S&P pushing up. NASDAQ pushing up. We got some alignment here for now. Just gonna watch here, guys. Just gonna watch here, guys. I'm gonna let this play out. I need more structure here. I'm not loving the neutral daily and neutral 30. So this could look like a kind of a break and a retest. Not really. It's very lackluster, so I'm not gonna touch this thing even if it breaks above here. All right, guys, watching this. Now, there is a temptation to want to buy the break above here, but I'm not feeling it given what we have here, this kind of grind. Yesterday's high, the extension on the daily, and I want to show this to you. This is the London open range. You see that there? Let me expand this for you. That's the London open range there. See all this resistance from the London players? And I want to remind you, this is not just London. This is all of Europe, right, including Germany. And those players are still here. Their markets are still open until 11:30, depending on which market you're talking about, right here. And so I'm going to be cautious here. My point is I'm not going to jump on a break above here unless we get some more structure to justify it. All right, guys, we're trying to push up higher here. If we break the top, this could absolutely go 1 hour without any trouble whatsoever. But for me, it's not enough of a stack of units of conviction for me to make it an optimal setup. And so I'm not going to take it. Still nothing for me to do. And just grinding around, guys, in the open range. You'll notice that even on this fairly deep pullback, the 9 did not cross below the 21. This is a more resourceful structure for longs, but we are coming into news in about 9 minutes or so. And so I'm not going to touch any of this. All right, pushing up a little bit. All right, guys, nothing going on for me here. This could be a no trade Friday for me. As long as we're inside of this 30-minute range here, guys, I'm not interested. I'd like to see prices get down into this clean traffic range, this piece here, in order to consider shorts, or above here at new all-time highs to consider longs. All right, guys, we're back here, and as you can see, we are just in a grind, and I think I'm going to call it a day here. This is Friday. It's 10:41. We're just going sideways inside of this 30-minute range. If we did break down below, I might look at something, but it's got to happen fairly quickly, or break above for that matter. But inside of this inside day and this grind, not interested in anything here today, guys. Have an amazing weekend if I don't see you again, and we will talk to you on Monday. Be safe and be well. We'll talk soon.